The Fair Pay for Home Care campaign was relaunched in central New York by advocates, New York state lawmakers, and local human service agencies. Supporters are hoping more money will be included in the 2022 state budget under Governor Kathy Hochul.
The most vulnerable population is at risk in dying because of the lack of services and options that are available. This is why fair pay for home care is the most important conversation and discussion we as New Yorkers can have at this time.
Independence is more than just being independent and able to open a door. It's about choices. It's about the opportunity for those like me to take responsibility and accountability for my own health and to live my dream life to the fullest.
We got an earful at that hearing from home care workers who love their jobs, who want this to be their career, but they can't put food on the table. They can't care for their own children. They were not even getting PPE or gowns or the things they needed to keep themselves safe. They don't get health insurance, many of them. They often are not reimbursed for travel and they have to go from home to home. So it is a job that people want to do, but they can't afford to do it. And we need them to do it. We need our seniors and people with extravagant differences, as Agnes likes to say, to have the support that they need to stay at home instead of going into nursing homes unnecessarily.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you for your bill. Thank you for explaining everything to everybody. But I keep coming here year after year and keep hoping that someday somebody will actually take some action. And it hasn't happened yet. And it's getting very frustrating. I'm sure it's very frustrating for the home care workers. It's frustrating for us as legislators. And our only hope is that things might be a little different this year. We do have a different governor. I think she has a different outlook on life. But we won't know until we see the budget and see if she's actually willing to make those investments that we desperately need here. The last 11 years, all human services in New York State seem to have been starved to death, so that we're at a critical point right now where people just can't get service.
Every week, we get 30 to 40 referrals from insurance companies looking for staff that we cannot fulfill. We have programs for people with developmental disabilities. About 42% of the people on the roster were unable to serve because we cannot hire the direct care workers. I've testified a couple of times on this issue. I sense that the momentum is changing. I'm very hopeful. I'm so hopeful that Arise just last week raised the starting wage for direct service professionals in our community hub and employment programs to $16 an hour. It also addressed wage compression, and I took a gamble because our rates do not cover that increase. So I am betting on the state taking action, and if I lose that bet, I'm in trouble. But we're in bigger trouble because we do not have this direct care staff available. And I can say, as a mom of a child with a disability, this is crucial. It's so crucial. It's so important.
Are we going to show all people the dignity and respect and the value that they deserve? Because right now, we're in an immediate crisis, and that's the result of not doing so. So I asked the governor, and I certainly asked my colleagues and the advocates and the leaders of organizations to all join together and make sure that there is fair pay for home care, and we do that by making sure that we invest into the system.